Well, it was an interesting holiday, with one thing and another, with the COVID lockdowns. Can't get into pubs, can't get into restaurants. The edge of the storm, beginning with an A, was it Adrian or Alex, something like that. Constant rain, 7 days non-stop. There was reports of flash flooding. Somebody was lost in a river. Someone lost at sea. Someone lost their flock of sheep in a flash flood. So to be camping out, it was all right. I did stay in some hotels, to be fair. I sort of mixed it up. Everything just got wet. It was pretty miserable, really, because you couldn't get in anywhere. I left Betws-y-Coed. I went to LLYN. There's no buses from Capel Curig, so you had to walk, but then there was no paths. And the rain was horrendous, so I had to turn back to Capel Curig, then got a bus to PENINSULA. When I got there, the rain was horrendous. There's a lake there, PENINSULA, but apparently there's 5 or 6 tents already there, so that didn't float my boat. So then I ended up going to Caernarfon on the LLYN Peninsula, and I found a field that I camped in, and that was it then, really. I've now come to Bangor and staying a night in a hotel, then going to go home. All in all, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I met some really nice people from a distance. So friendly, and people are so worried about their incomes, their livelihoods, because if there's no tourists, there's no money coming in. Pubs, cafes will close left, right and centre, and that is their main concern. So although they don't want to catch COVID, but they don't also want to kick out the tourists, because they know that we won't be back, because they've been emptying caravan sites of hundreds of people at one go, just shutting it down and sending them home, and there's been uproar in some places. So because it's COVID, they won't get their money back. It is what it is. They've lost everything. The holiday makers, the disappointments, the people, they've got livelihoods in caravans, and in the cafes and the local pubs will all disappear, and they won't be back. That is their fear. So I felt really, really sorry for them. And young people have been leaving home and paid. There's a girl 20 years of age and had paid a landlord for a year's rent when she'd gone to get his job in this cafe 30, 40 miles away from home. And the cafe's closing, and she's without a job, and signed up for a year with a landlord, and now she's got to go home, but with a debt, and I don't think she'll be alone. So that was the reality of it all, really. So I'm going to have to rethink about my camping trips. Even if you keep an eye on what's going on, when you go, it could happen anywhere at any time. Shut down, and you're locally or nationally, and you're basically baggered, really. So I may just for the next 12 months just camp locally in my local woods where I'm near home, and see what happens. But anyway, on the whole, I have enjoyed the holiday as usual, because I'm not at work. Do subscribe and press that bell. I find it difficult now, same as everybody, to keep up with YouTube, because what do? You just do reviews. I can't go out every week. then will people just not bother subscribing? Is it worth doing? I don't know. Put your comments down below and just say, listen, if you're not going to do it every week, people will bugger off. But then I don't want to be doing reviews about kettles and pots and pans and knives and things. I want to do camping videos, but because of work and family life, you can't go out every week. It's a difficult balance, and then I had questioned myself today with the pressure of it all. Am I enjoying it so much? You know, before I really enjoyed it because there's no pressure. I wasn't thinking about videos and making film, and now I feel that I'm under pressure to do it. So it's not quite the same. Do I carry on? Do I not? I don't know. It's difficult. But anyway, it is what it is. But thank you for watching. Putting up with my moaning probably. Dear. I'm going to go tonight, and I'm in a pub, by the way, Irish pub in Upper Bangor, and I'm going to go for a Chinese tonight. Treat myself to a curry, and then bed and the train home tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching. Whatever's left of the video, I don't know if there's anything left really, because there's some camping involved. Just rain. Okay, speak to you again. Bye.
Stand behind the yellow line as the train approaches. Use the full length of the platform and let customers off the train first.
Well, how things quickly change. It is the 1st of October, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've been told that as from 6 o'clock this evening, that Betws-y-Coed is on a shutdown. Can't stay anywhere. Well, that's what I've been told. Let's see what happens. I'm heading now towards the campsite for the first evening, and if not, I'll head up into the forest and see what happens. It's all very interesting, but they can't shut down the mountains. I hope they can't. So welcome back. Still in Betws-y-Coed. The locals did say, oh no, the campsite's closed, you won't get in there, locked down. But I turned up here and they were quite happy, let me in. My tent there, Hillyberg Acto. I was a bit worried, to be fair. I thought, oh, it can only happen to me. Beautiful weather. It did forecast heavy rain, but that hasn't occurred. The views are fantastic, not too great from here, but I mean all around this area the forest is absolutely outstanding. I'm going to go and explore tomorrow. I'm going to spend one more night here because I'm going to go, I'll try and go on the zip wire, so hang around for that. It is the fastest in the world and the longest zip wire in Europe, so that should be fun. I'll try and book that tomorrow and go tomorrow, and so yeah, hopefully you'll see that later on during the video. So I'm going to go and get a pint now and something to eat in the hotel. I'll see you later. Good morning. Still in Betws-y-Coed. It is Friday the 2nd. We're still in lockdown, I believe, Well, I say I believe, I've not seen anybody yet. I've just got up. So I'm going to walk down Swallow Falls, go into the village and see what's what. See if there's anywhere open, whether I've got to vacate the area or not allowed out. I could be in lockdown for 2 weeks here. Don't know. Uncertain times. So we'll see. I slept very well last night. Rain this morning. A lot colder than yesterday. Made some childish mistakes. One, I left my can of gas at home, but I left it on purpose because it was only quarter empty, full. So I thought I'll buy some gas here, and then forgot all about it till last night. Although I did have steak pie and chips in the pub. And then I've got some batteries, so I've got to buy some batteries today for my Garmin handheld sat-nav, just in case. Yeah, that's it then, really. This is a beautiful area. I love it around here. It's forestry, very, very foresty. And then tomorrow we're going into the mountains where there'll be no forest. But I'm going to see what the weather's going to be like. So tomorrow I'm going to LLYN OGWEN. That is in another county, which is too early in the morning, I've forgotten now. But we're in Flintshire, Flint. And then the border's just there, basically. And then that then takes me into Gwynedd. And that is not in lockdown, so I should be okay. So I shall probably see you at the waterfalls in a few minutes. See you later. Well, that wasn't here the last time, 30 years ago. So it's £2. But I think there's a footpath that goes from here all the way into Betws-y-Coed. But things have changed, so it might not be true now. But anyway, it is 7:30 in the morning, and I am the only person here. It's a swathes of holiday makers and tourists getting in my camera shot. You'll start to hear the falls now. You can't see what I can see. Are you ready? Are you ready? Who doesn't like a waterfall, eh? I've got to walk all the way back up. Still, it'll set me right for a good breakfast. I'll see you back at the top. Just found this track coming off the road. going down towards the river, so I'm hoping that this is a footpath that goes along the river to Betws-y-Coed. If not, I'll have to go back. Looking promising so far. Looks like the remains of some sort of bridge. Hope it's not a dead end, then you've got to go all the way back. Still, part of the fun of exploring. Well, it's certainly worth it, that walk down the river. Had a word with a couple of locals, and apparently you have to leave this area when it is convenient to do so, which is for me tomorrow, and then proper wild camping at Snowdonia, Snowdonia National Park, Llyn. So I'll go and camp down there. I'm going to go and find somewhere for breakfast. Starving.
Oh, it looks horrible.
Summit Calf closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nasty.
It's horrible. No, don't want to down it.
So we have still got an amber weather warning, and I'm at Snowdonia, and they've told me I can call throughout the day, but he doesn't advise it because of the weather. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. We'll have a little drive round and see if we can find somewhere a little bit closer, and then make a decision about camping. See you later. SLATE quarry at I've been so many places today. I will let you know where we are. But COVID, I'm assuming, this is not in COVID lockdown, but they've just shut everywhere anyway. There's nowhere open. I really do want to go and camp up there. Just getting back here. I've got a lift with my brother's father down today. But there's amber weather warning today. I think tomorrow should be slightly better. I'm going to try and come back this direction tomorrow and camp out and do a vlog. But I think it's just going to be a bit of a everywhere's closed, there's no shops. You got one or two of the camping shop open, but that's about it. Behind me. I don't know if you can see it over there, slow down here. Just at the back of this railway station. LLANBERIS Lake, and it's SLATE quarry. COVID lockdown, amber warning for weather. But a beautiful place. I mean, even in this bad weather, it is fantastic. And no tourists, which is even better. We've got the place to ourselves. Right behind me, over there, is Snowdonia. The trains are running today. I won't be going up there though, it's 50 quid each. Right, grab you later. I've been walking through a dense forest for about 2 hours. Nice and quiet, nobody about. Miles from anywhere. Randomly in the middle of nowhere. There's a door. Why? Why would you dump a door in the middle of no? They've come all the way up here. I know it's made out of wood, but there's metal parts to it as well. And the door's actually been stripped of its paintwork down to its bare wood and treated. But then dumped out the back of someone's vehicle. Odd. But there we go. This forest is absolutely beautiful. Now I know there's a major track, but this is for the Forestry Commission. This is not for your general public to be using. So I can't see how someone's driven their van up here or car and thrown that bit of wood through the door. It's a bit strange. There we go. Onwards and upwards. I thought for a change today I would not bring my map and compass. Just didn't want to do it. So what I've done, I brought my sat nav, and here it is. Nice bit of kit. It's telling me to go up there. I normally only use this in emergencies, but today I just thought I'd have a bit of fun with it and just bring it out Pleased I did, really. There we go. Not a cheap toy, but nonetheless, if you're in the middle of nowhere and the fog is down, or you're in a forest area and you can't, there's tracks everywhere. Sorry about that. You can't find your way out, which is which way, because there's no signs really. You could easily be disorientated, and not necessarily a map will show all these tracks, but this does. So excellent. I would suggest that everybody has one just as a backup. Just walking along this path through the forest, and my beady eye has just caught that. Oh, it's a bit disappointing. Do you know what? That's just enough for one person to sleep in. I don't have my torch to light that up, but that is possible. A nice shelter, middle of nowhere. See, keep your eye open. Oh, don't say it doesn't fit. Fraction of an inch too big. Buxton, don't buy it if you want to use a filter. It's quite thirsty as well. Should have brought the straw, didn't. Another lesson learned. Well, I'm at OGWEN. I've come here to just have a quick peek for an overnight stealthy camp, and on YouTube they walk right this side of the lake and have a camp, but I'm being honest now, I can't see it. There's nowhere flat. You'll just be rolling. This is hard, so you can't park here. And there's a place down there, but that's all downhill right into the water. And I've been all around this lake. I can't see anywhere to camp. So, I mean, unless you put a bivvy out, you put a bivvy, but you can't put your tent up on the bad weather. But look at the lake, beautiful. I walked from Swallow Falls Hotel through the back. It took me about 4.5 hours of walking. You do need a sat nav because the paths go left, right, centre, and there's no markings. But here there is. It'll take you back into Betws-y-Coed. So that's the way I'm going to go and have a beer. And I think it's about 3 o'clock now. I set off at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, about 5 hours ago. So a couple of hours walk now to get back, and it'll be right about time. And the plan is now tomorrow is to leave Betws-y-Coed, and I'm going to go to LLYN and go to LLANBERIS Lake for a couple of days. I'll just go exploring around there and then go home. It's not turning out to the way that I expected it to again, and it is what it is. You've got to be flexible. I know the thing is, people will go, oh well, you know, it's only rain. I've been out in the rain, which I have. Yes, I've been out in storms. Yes, I have. But when you're out in places like Wales and Scotland, and it is hammering it down, and the ground becomes boggy. Look at that out there. And you can't find anywhere decent to put your tent up, then it becomes a problem, and you have to take the sensible route and either stay at a campsite till it's all over, or a hotel. I mean, I've been out today, walking all day today, thinking if I find somewhere nice to camp, or anywhere to camp, I'll bring my tent up here tomorrow. I found nowhere. It's all heavy brush, rocks, trees, it's undulating. There's just nowhere you can put a tent up. If I was going to come here, hammock. This screams out for hammock country. Look at those trees. Fantastic. Hammock or bivvy, yeah? And then you can put your little basher up. Don't bring a tent here. So sometimes I go out, I just feel as though I've never done it before. It's my first time and I've cocked up. Oh dear. But it's all part of the fun. At the end of the day, I just go, well, do you know what? We'll just go and do this tomorrow. We'll go and do that. We'll just A, B and C, and then, I don't know, I'm waffling on now. You take out of it what you can. I've thoroughly enjoyed today's hike. I'm going to stay at Swallow Falls again tonight, pack everything away, pack the tent away, and then go to OGWEN. That's it. And also, see, I didn't bring a car. That was my other mistake. I could have hired one. That's what I should have done, because the buses around here are nonsensical. You get one every other hour, which takes you only so far, and then you'll have a 4-hour wait for a connection if it turns up. Some places you go to, there's like a bus there's 3 buses a day. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one at 7 o'clock at night. And that's your lot. And if you miss one of them, you're knackered. It's not the way forward. I know it's a rural area, but come on. Where is that? My little rant. Put more buses on. Get people out of their cars and walking. You know, thing is with Wales, you've also parking. Parking is a nightmare because everybody brings their car. Because there's hardly any buses or trains, so it's a catch-22, isn't it? Either put more parking. Morning. Just leaving Swallow Falls Hotel. which is behind me. Brilliant place, campsite, bunkhouse, hotel, it's got it all. It's called the Swallow Falls complex. Staff are absolutely fantastic. Food is very good. I mean, it's not like 5-star as a hotel. You know, the food's about 10 quid, 15 quid for dinner. So that's all right. So anyway, stop waffling. I'm waiting for a bus now, connection, to go to LLYN OGWEN. And then I'm going to walk up to LLYN Idwell. The rain is coming again today. It is raining now. Don't know if you can see it. I'm hoping it's not boggy there. I'm leaving early enough to make a decision when I get there, because the rain has been horrendous for 3 days. If it's just bog and I can't camp, and then I'm going to have to go home because there's more rain coming. But if I can find a spot, and then I'll just stay there for 2 days and then explore the mountains, see what happens. But I'm waiting for the bus. I'll catch you later. Well, I've had to walk from Betws-y-Coed to LLYN OGWEN. The views are beautiful. The thing is, the path is about 6 inches wide, and that happens. There's no buses. There's 3 buses a day on Saturday and Sunday, and the rest of the week there's nothing. Bit odd. So yeah, I'm trying to stay alive. I think I've got about another 5 miles to go. I thought LLYN OGWEN was in Gwynedd, and it's not. So that's part of the lockdown. So I am struggling. I shouldn't really be here, to be fair. I've now come to that conclusion. I mean, the locals want you here because they need the money. There is none. There's no holidaymakers as such. People are coming in here, driving in from Liverpool and places like that for a day out. I'm not to judge because I shouldn't be here anyway. But I am. I didn't know it was going to be in lockdown, so I was stuck here really. And the train, 180 quid to go home. If you do not pre-book. I'll catch you later. I'm just gonna plod on a bit. It's a bit dangerous really. Not too dangerous, but you know, you just got to keep your wits about you. I'll catch you in a few minutes. Change of plan again. There's no roads going up there, no paths. I just spoke to my missus, and all down that way down there is on lockdown. There's no campsites. The rain is horrendous. It's going to be hard tonight rain wise. I know people will go, well, do you know what, that's camping, but the ground's sodden. It's like a quagmire everywhere, and if you don't get a bit of dry ground by the time it's like time to put your tent up, what are you going to do? Or am I just being a wuss? Do you know what? I don't bloody know. I just said to my missus what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back home, get rid of my YouTube videos, and start again next year when this COVID thing's over and done with. I just find it difficult now. It is difficult. What I don't want to do, and I'm going to be honest now, what I don't want to do is start to make videos to fill in of stoves and lights, you know, reviews, because you can't go out camping. It's not what I wanted to do. I think it's okay when you're, so you know, like you're up here and it's a, you know, you get out there and then the bad weather comes in, but you're already set up. It's fine. But we've had 3 days of heavy rain, 4 days from this storm, Andrea or Alex or whatever it's called, and so everywhere is just rivers. So plan A, B, C and D. I'm gonna go back to Capel Curig. I'm going to then get the bus to LLANBERIS, and I'm going to go and have a pint in LLANBERIS and make a decision. I could take my time and go up the slate quarries in LLANBERIS and camp on top of the slate quarries, because there will be somewhere up there, because it's so steep there'll be pour-offs, and then I could come back down. I'll try, see if my old body will get up there, because it is literally up. I've just got to navigate these bloody roads now with no paths, or the path, but 6 inches of path, and cars doing 70 miles an hour and lorries. Right, I'll get you later when I'm a bit nearer. It says, welcome to Capel Curig. Now Capel Curig is one climbing shop and one chapel, a few houses dotted about, that's it, and you walk through it in 30 seconds. So if you're expecting a coffee and a croissant, forget it. At the moment you just get a cold. Oh dear, I'd give anything now just for a little sit down. I've turned back and I've now gone down another road, heading now towards Caernarfon. Get another bus. There's no buses that way, and it's still on lockdown. The weather's horrendous. It's not horrendous, it's not true. It's just, but it is bucketing down. It's going to rain for the next 2 or 3 days. It just doesn't stop here. So I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge, cross the road before I get run over, and see what we can do. Have a look at the bus times. Get back to you in a minute. Well, just about to leave Caernarfon and go on the LLYN Peninsula walk, hopefully. Just left the Black Boy pub, fantastic place. Got to go there for lunch if you're ever in Caernarfon. Just because you're wild camping doesn't mean that you have to rough it. Right. Up ahead is Caernarfon Castle. Go and find, there's a little footbridge that goes across. Go and find that, and then we're on our way. Entrance to Caernarfon Castle. Definitely worth a visit. I've been in it several times, so I'm not going in it today. Saying that, it's closed. There's the back door, tradesman's entrance. Weather down by the coast. I'm hoping tonight I will find somewhere to put my tent up. Otherwise we'll crack on down here for a couple of hours and we'll see what we can find, and then I'll make a decision then. And if I find somewhere this afternoon, I'll hang around and then set up tonight. Continue my journey tomorrow, which I think gives you a full day down the coast. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. That'll be interesting if nothing else. It's a bit cold as well, to be fair. Might put another jumper on. I'll see you in a few minutes. That's Anglesey over there. Right the way down to that point. And then on to the thin peninsula to your left, which is what the track that we're on. But over there is Anglesey, Menai Bridge, the Menai Straits, down to Bangor. Water's down there, very dangerous. Bangor train station. That was just for the train spotters.